Kanban suddenly finds himself trapped inside a strange subway tunnel, where at every corner the same man in professional attire appears again and again. He tries to escape, but the emergency buttons and monitors are locked. On the wall, a poster of ants walking endlessly on a Mobius ring makes him realize he too is stuck in an infinite loop. When red liquid begins to flow down the wall, he realizes this place is governed by rules. If he identifies an abnormality, the number on the signboard increases. If he fails, it resets back to 0. Each time he walks the tunnel, he searches carefully. Sometimes the man's footsteps suddenly stopping, sometimes a baby's cry from a locker, sometimes a strange gaze behind him. Gradually, he manages to advance the count up to 4. At this point, his ex-girlfriend calls, telling him she is pregnant and asking for his opinion. Kanban recalls a memory of cowardice. On a train, he once saw a thug insulting parents carrying a baby, yet he stayed silent. Now he questions if he could ever be a good father. This phone call, too, turns out to be an abnormality. Later, a young boy appears in the tunnel. The boy doesn't speak but silently follows Kanban, pointing out abnormalities along the way. Meanwhile, the perspective shifts to the professional man. His game is also halfway complete, but in his haste he misses one crucial abnormality: the door handle on a monitor placed incorrectly, and the count resets to 0. When he sees a staircase and tries to flee, it is revealed to be a trap, and he slowly transforms into a hollow, zombie-like being. The story returns to Kanban and the boy. Though the boy cannot speak, his sharp eyes notice every detail. Together they continue identifying abnormalities. Suddenly, the lights flicker out, and above them, hundreds of rats crawl along the ceiling, their bodies grotesquely fused with human organs. The horrifying sight makes them run blindly until they escape. By now, the count reaches 6. Just then, a loud siren wails, and a flood of water crashes through the tunnel. Kanban pushes the boy upward to safety, but is himself swept away. In his unconsciousness, he dreams of a peaceful life by the seaside. His girlfriend, now his wife, the boy their child, laughter filling the air. He realizes that becoming a father may not be terrifying at all, but instead a responsibility filled with joy. The boy eventually wakes and continues alone. The count reaches 7, and in his final round, he walks through the tunnel. This time, no abnormalities appear. As he turns the corner, he disappears, finally returning to the real world. By sheer luck, Kanban 2 is washed back to the starting point. This is his final trial. He inspects carefully, finds nothing abnormal, and at last steps forward. The 8th passageway returns to normal, and climbing the stairs, he sees ordinary people again. Relieved, he knows he has escaped the parallel world. He calls his girlfriend, once afraid of responsibility, now ready to become a father. But inside the train carriage, the same scene repeats itself. A baby cries, and an angry man yells at the mother while everyone stays silent. This time, the question is, will Kanban finally act with courage?